Warning: this show may contain some crude humor and mild swearing. Listener discretion is advised. This show was produced by Geek Happy Network, creators of the very best in audible oracle entertainment. In other words, podcasts. If you enjoy listening to An Adventure in Choosing, remember to subscribe to the show in Spotify or in your favorite podcast app. Oh, remember to leave a review. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Geek Happy Network.
Welcome to An Adventure in Choosing, a podcast where I, your guide, Miki Tiki, take you, the listener, and our lucky hero through nothing short of an adventure using what are generically called adventure books. Now, these aren't normal books with only one measly ending. These books require our hero to make crucial decisions that branch off into a multiverse of endings depending on their choices. Many of them end in grim ways, but it is the job of our hero to find the one ending that will lead them to the great halls of the Geek Happy Valhalla. Will our hero find the ending they seek? Well, let's find out in a brand new episode of An Adventure in Choosing. So today, let's welcome our hero, my brother, younger brother, Gaby. Hi.
Hello.
Gaby, tell the audience a little bit about what makes you an adventurer.
I like adventures.
What kind?
The adventuring kind.
Okay.
Exploring.
Exploring, or what did you explore most recently?
Oh God. The jungle of the mall.
The Jungle of the Mole. It's not holiday season, is it?
Yeah, I'm just there though.
Fair. What were you mauling for?
I was finding apples in the Apple store.
The literal apples? The apples you eat?
The electronic type that you type.
You getting a new phone?
This is the future. No, I just like going there every once in a while,
Make you feel
getting a good update of the things that I can't buy.
it's like, yeah, I'll sample this phone for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's humbling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes you feel like you own it for 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Very
and then I hate myself for like 20 minutes.
Whatever. Better just 20 minutes than, I don't know, your whole life.
Yes, better.
Slightly. Just a little.
Slightly.
It's like, yeah, most people are sad.
Yeah, it's all relative.
Mine's only 20 minutes, so you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah, I got my quota for the day.
Oh, 20 minutes a day. I thought it was just 20 minutes and you're done. For
Oh
life.
yeah, every day of my life.
It's still better than I think most people, so
I guess so.
yeah, I'll take it. Well, so before we begin our adventure, I guess might as well tell you about the rules and how adventure in choosing works.
Cool.
As the hero, you need to select which adventure you wish to take and the fate you will need to find. Once you select your adventure, we could begin. So today I selected for Gabby, Race Forever by R.A. Montgomery. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the cover of this adventure book?
Oh wow. We seem to be in a safari that has Mount Fuji in the background. There is an elephant trying to catch up with two speeding race cars.
Yeah.
I like the red one.
Yeah, okay.
There's two giraffes who are... What are they doing? I think they're humping each other. This is cool.
Actually?
Yeah, look at it. Like one's literally mounting the other.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
Huh. The legs are up and everything.
That is what the race cars are there for, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. They're racing to see the first look into giraffe porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
It's
100%.
all experimental.
We are not a kids show.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Good job, Montgomery.
Yeah. As your guide, I will then read out the adventure book until you have to make a choice. And then I'll keep reading. We'll continue doing this until you either find the end you seek or meet your demise too early. If you find the ending you seek, you'll be added to the legendary halls of Geek Happy Valhalla. Yes. Now, last episode showed us the first ever entrant into the Geek Happy Valhalla halls.
What?
Yeah. Ken Ang was the
That's
first
what I
one.
wanted to be.
Yeah, he was the first one to make it into the halls. So
Oh, man.
yeah, I mean, he only made it in medium difficulty. So I don't know. There's three different.
Oh.
Yeah, there are three different difficulties you could choose from: medium, easy, medium, and hard. If you don't end up being successful in the event that you meet your demise, don't fret. I am able to turn back time and allow you to return to a previous choice. So, but my powers as a guide are limited. I'm only able to return you once to any location that you have made a choice. And if you forget your choices, don't worry. I'm tracking your choices through this adventure map, which I asked my friend to send me the photos of because I completely forgot it in her house during a previous recording.
Nice.
But that's all there is to it, hero. Are you ready for your adventure in choosing?
Sure.
Great. Now, as I said, I have chosen for you Race Forever. Now, there are 3 different difficulties that you could choose from. As I mentioned, Ken has been the first entrant into the medium difficulty of the Geek Happy Valhalla halls. You could choose easy, medium, or hard. What they are is just the number of endings that will lead you to victory. I could read out the what the stipulations are for each difficulty if you want.
Is there a Valhalla for the quickest death?
I think Ia might have already won
Damn
that.
it.
Or Ken, or someone chose that by like one choice. But we could have a Geek Happy Valnola
Valnola, yeah, I like that.
for people who don't make it.
There's a place in hell for you.
Yeah, so easy, like I said, it is a race. So
it's a
easy
race.
mode will mean that you just have to complete both races.
Hmm.
Medium difficulty means you have to place in one and complete the other.
Okay.
And hard difficulty is you have to just win the whole race.
Let's do that one.
Hard mode.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're not a winner, you're a loser.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
Runs in the family, you know.
Exactly.
That's why we're all losers.
Yeah, I'm already ahead of the game. I know there's 2 races, so eat it. Choose your own adventure.
All right. So let's get started with this. Again, shout out to R.A. Montgomery and his Choose Your Own Adventure book series. It's pretty sweet. You could visit them online at cyoa.com. You could get their books. I don't know, make your own show or make a game out of it with your friends. It's pretty fun,
Do
I'd
it.
say. All right. Beware and warning. This book is different from other books. You and you alone are in charge of what happens in this story. There are dangers, choices, adventures, and consequences. You must use all your numerous talents and much of your enormous intelligence. The wrong decision could end in disaster, even death. But don't despair. Like I said, anytime you can go back and make another choice, alter the path of your story, and change its result. You unexpectedly find yourself as a lead driver of an international road rally in Nairobi, Kenya. This is a big deal. The kind of opportunity for which you've been training your entire life. You're chuckling already.
I love it. I love it. This is my dream.
2 races, one for speed and the other for skill. I feel like, okay, it says 2 races, one for speed, the other for skill. But
Can't you just use both for both?
Yeah, right? Anyway.
I don't know.
Those await you. You can choose your car and you can choose your course, but you can't choose whom you're up against or what you'll encounter in the wilderness. Flash floods, guerrilla warriors, enraged rhinos, and busted axles will foil you in every turn in the road. And remember, finishing the race does not mean you've won. I think for your case, definitely not, because you have to win.
I have to win.
Yeah, I think there's some endings where you end up finishing the race, but it's because you crashed a car, so someone just had to tow you, and it's been like 2 weeks.
Okay, see, I consider that somewhat a win.
Yeah,
They didn't say when.
I won next year's race.
I won next. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Like if I run the Boston Marathon in 2 months after the Boston Marathon,
I've won it for the next one.
Yeah, exactly.
Logic checks out.
Yeah, I take it. I'll take that. So they have a Maasai saying here: everything has an end. I'm not gonna try to read.
Wise.
I don't even know what the language is, and I'm not gonna try. So I'm just gonna read the English bit.
I know that language, so fair enough.
Do you?
No.
I don't either. You've been almost too nervous to look out the plane window at an African countryside below. The smiling flight attendant, leaning over to check your seatbelt, jolts you back to reality. We're approaching the airport in Nairobi now. You look out the window. Now you can see the large modern city below. The gently rolling terrain is unlike the Arizona ranch country where you grew up. You remember the cable that brought you here. Congratulations. You've been selected to compete in a series of African road rallies designed to test both the skill of the driver and the ruggedness of the cars. It's just anybody. You're not even... I don't think you've ever driven.
Yeah, I'm not special at all. I'm just this random dude who wants to drive.
There we go.
All right.
You're going to be a Mary Sue.
I'm
That's what
relating
it
to
is.
this guy more and more.
You weren't sure you could handle a race like this, but your dad poo-pooed that attitude. It literally says poo-pooed.
This is great.
There you go, see?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Of course you can do it, your dad said. I taught you everything I know. And he knows a lot. He and his brother were... oh, there you go. He and his brother were competition drivers, racing for the Italian
Definitely
Ferrari and Lancia teams during the heyday of the Le Mans, the Mille Miglia, and the Nürburgring races.
Nailed it.
Not at all. Look at this thing.
Yeah, I know exactly what you were talking about.
The races.
Yeah, my dad's were in it.
Yeah. As soon as you could see over the steering wheel of a Jeep, your father began teaching you about cars and driving. The hours you spent in Jeeps out in the range and the fast cars on the track your dad laid out behind the barn have paid off. You wish your dad were here with you, but he couldn't come. Some last-minute business forced him to cancel his plane reservation. At the competition headquarters, a large banner proclaiming the first African dual road race rally flaps slowly in a light breeze. People standing in clumps around a long table are talking excitedly. There are drivers and navigators, the mechanics, and the representatives of the company sponsoring this race. You sign in at the competition desk. Welcome. Here's your copy of the rules and regulation. I am Michael Replu. I'm Michael Replu, race chairman. He smiles at you, shakes your hand, and gives you a large, bright blue folder that says Race Kit on the cover. You feel nervous. The other drivers look much older than you and seem very sure of themselves. This rally is special, Replu continues. There are actually two races, one to test speed over fast roads and race-prepared cars. In the other race, the rough road race, speed counts too, but you'll be driving off-road vehicles. In each race, you'll be choosing your own course, driving from designated checkpoint to checkpoint until you finish. You will not be racing head-to-head with other cars in either race. Instead, you will select cars and be started at half-an-hour intervals to avoid head-to-head racing. The courses are too narrow and sometimes too crowded with animals and people for that. Do you understand? Yes, thanks, I understand. You'll be paired with the navigator co-driver chosen by lot. But that will come in a moment. Now you must choose which race you'd like to start with. While you'll take part in both of them, you may decide which race you would like to drive first. Do you want to drive the speed race first or the rough road race first?
I didn't know that I was driving on my own
Well, you'll be
with
paired,
no other people.
You'll be paired with a navigator or co-driver.
Oh, yeah, but that's boring.
But it's randomly chosen too, so you don't know who you'll get.
Random. I will go for the Need for Speed.
Need for Speed. Final answer?
Oh, yes.
All right, we're going for the speed race.
Go Speed Racer.
The speed race is a difficult event. It's not like the Indy 500. There isn't a track that you roar around lap after lap. You'll start in Nairobi and travel through Kenya. You'll drive along fairly good roads through game preserves along flat surfaces and highlands and through hilly stretches. Finally, you'll end up back in Nairobi. You'll be out on the roads at least one night during this race and possibly 2 nights, depending on what happens. You eye out some of your competitors. The German team is dressed in dark blue coveralls with their names in gold lettering over the breast pocket. They look very serious. The team from Zaire is dressed in tan jumpsuits. Though they are smiling, they look every bit as serious as the Germans. Now, you're comforted with a choice of 2 cars for this half of the rally. You can choose between the race-prepared Subaru WRX or the race-prepared Audi TT? It is up to you. Which car do you choose? The Subaru or the Audi?
I'm gonna go for the Audi.
The Audi?
Das
Alright.
Auto.
You have chosen the Audi TT. Maybe it will bring you a little luck. You remember your uncle's stories about racing in an Audi in the Miglia many years ago. You check the car out thoroughly. While the mechanics are reinforcing the battery hold down and doing some other mechanical work you asked for, you discuss strategies with your navigator / co-driver, Jan. Or is it Jan?
Jan.
I'll go with Jan.
Let's go Jan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Audi's advantage is speed. We should make time while we can, Jan says. You feel that Jan is right. While you'd rather not push it at first, you want to get acquainted with the car, so you decide to get along with Jan's suggestion. It turns out, however, that you really have no choice. You have to go all out. According to the schedule you were given when you checked in, you're supposed to start at 3 p.m. But the race officials have erred, though, and officially their clocks start at 2:30 p.m.
Oh,
How's that your fault, though?
the heck?
The starters are adamant and refuse to restart you. We are officials, we are right, they say. You have lost 30 minutes because of the foul-up. Once started, though, you fly down the road trying to make up time. The Audi really feels good to you, hugging the curves and stepping right out when you press down on the accelerator. Toward the sunset, you flick on your lights. Suddenly, you hear a crackling sound and smell burned insulation. Quickly, you switch off the lights and pull off the road. Investigation under the hood shows extensive damage to the electrical system. What happened, you ask Jan, who has almost vanished into the engine compartment, ripping out burnt wiring. I'm not sure, Jan says. It looks like more sabotage than anything else. Hand me those pliers, please. Oh, he sounded so angry all of a sudden.
Pliers, please.
Please. Jan makes the best repairs possible, but the car's lights give only a dim orange glow. They're not really at full power. Now it's getting dark. You need to make up time, but driving at night without adequate light is dangerous. You stop for a few hours until the moon comes up and uses its light. But the half hour you lost at the start and the time spent making repairs, that could be the end of your chances to win. If you go on, you won't be able to make great time, but at least you'll get farther than you are now. Do you decide then to wait until the moon comes up? Do you decide you can't afford to wait and that your skill will get you through?
Am I in the middle of the Nairobi jungles?
Yes.
This isn't easy mode, so I'm gonna plow through it.
Plow through it?
Oh yeah.
Using your skills?
Yeah,
YOLO?
I'm relatively skillful.
Alright. Final answer?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Why not?
Why not? I gotta catch up, man. Freaking start half an hour late.
Yeah.
My
Jeez.
car gets sabotaged. This Jan guy's like,
Being all yawny.
yeah, so German.
Yeah, jeez. Driving at night without full headlights is hard. Your eyes are good though, and Jan helps concentrate on the dim shapes in front of you, giving warnings when necessary. The driving takes so much attention that it tires you rapidly. You and Jan take turns at the wheel, and that helps a little. In the darkness, a fork in the road looms. The right fork seems to continue through the valley. It's really hard to see, but the left fork seems to head through the hills up into the highlands. The hills will be hard to drive at night without full lights. Jan is asleep. A glance at the map confirms what the feeble lights point out. How much time have you made up so far? Which way should you go? The hills are harder to drive, but the map shows the route to be shorter. The valley road is longer, but it'll be easier to drive once the moon comes up. The decision is yours. Jan must rest in order to be awake enough to take over from you. Do you decide to bear left and head for the hills? Or do you decide to bear right and hightail it through the flatlands?
Well, the moon's coming soon, regardless of where I go. So I'm assuming I'm gonna go through the hills, because the moon will help me eventually.
Eventually.
Hopefully. Yeah, I gotta make up time, man.
All right,
Hard
fine.
mode. Let's go.
All right, let's go. We're going through the hills.
I'm dying.
You're running for the hills. You're running for your life. Let's see.
Wait, is this my race or Jan's race? Why are
Your
two of
race.
us driving?
He's your co-driver.
What?
Co-driver / navigator. So he's just helping out. you
I'm
know?
gonna lose because of him.
Maybe. So you take the left fork. The hills make for hard driving. You're wearing out rapidly. The moon has come up, but it keeps disappearing behind the hills and doesn't seem to help much. Perhaps you should have stayed in the valley, where the moon could have provided steady illumination.
Damn it.
No matter. Here you are, and you can't go back. You and Jan have taken turns driving, and you're behind the wheel now. At a glance at your chronograph shows that the sun should start to come up in a few hours. But you and Jan are dead tired. Maybe now is the time to stop and sleep for a bit. You've been pushing along at good speed for hours. You hope you've made good time. It's almost time to change drivers, so you decide to wake Jan up and see about stopping. Jan struggles out of a deep sleep, looks around and settles back in the seat as you explain the possibilities. So you say, maybe we should stop for 2 hours, catch a few winks, and go on refreshed when it's light. What do you think? There's no response. Jan is asleep again. If Jan can't stay awake, the burden of driving will fall on you. Maybe you should stop. On the other hand, talking seems to have helped. Now you feel pretty alert. So are you going to drive on then, hero? Or are you going to sleep for the safe bet?
For the safe. When aren't we taking turns anyway?
He's asleep. Jan's just not waking up. He's done, man. Your co-driver
He's
is...
like dead.
Jan is probably part of the German team or something. I don't know.
Oh man, wings did sound good. No, because my anger at Rian will keep me awake. I believe.
And drive on?
And drive on.
Drive on. You're exhausted, but pushing on is probably the right thing to do. This is a race after all, and in order to win, you must make the best time. You'll will yourself awake, no matter how sleepy you are. Remembering your past experiences, you decide to drive faster. Maybe the increased danger from driving at high speed will make you feel more alert. You watch the speedometer climb upwards, 120, 130, 140 kilometers an hour. You feel hyper alert as the countryside flashes by in a blur. Without warning, your light goes out completely as you round a sweeping right-hand curve. Your experience as a driver enables you to keep the Audi on the road in almost total darkness, but no experience in the world will help get that elephant out of the way. Your car explodes within seconds after you crash into the elephant, and the noise and fire stampede the whole herd nearby. The stampeding elephants cause a panic among wildlife. They join the great rush to escape the flames. At least some of the animals in the area will survive the grassland fire your burning wreck has started.
Oh, I died?
You died.
What the hell?
You are dead. Well, I mean, don't worry. I am your guide after all. I could bring you back.
Oh
to
shoot!
any
Yeah, okay.
One decision you've made. Do you want me to read your choices again?
I think I could remember. It was driving on and driving on and driving on. Race forever was the name of the freaking thing.
So
And then when I race forever, I die.
yeah, but yeah, you did drive. You chose the speed route. You decided to get your Audi instead of your Subaru. Then you decided to go with your skill instead of wait for the moon. And then you went for the hills instead of the flatlands. And then you decided to drive on instead of sleep. So do you want to sleep instead? Do you want to go for the flatlands instead? Do you want to wait for the moon? Or do you want to change cars?
Well, let's try the valley.
The valley?
Yeah.
So instead of going for the hills, you're going to go for the flatlands.
Yeah, I didn't realize the hills were so big that it would block the moon.
Or that there'd be elephant in the hills?
Yeah, apparently. Well, I don't know. That was hours. It was hours after the hills. Well, Jan, my useless person, was
Yeah.
asleep.
No kidding. All right, we're going for the flatlands. Bum, bum, bum. You swing the wheel to the right and keep driving through the valley. The moon comes up, lighting up the road. As everything gets brighter, you increase your speed. Switching seats with Yan after an hour, you gaze at the moonlight in the grass and the umbrella trees on the side windows before you close your tired eyes. Jan wakes you up from a dream about sleeping in a soft bed. He apologizes for waking you and says you've only been asleep for about 20 minutes. We're lost, I think. Look at those mountains. They shouldn't be there. Jan's right. Those mountains shouldn't be there. If you are where you think you are. Maybe you missed a turn because you were too tired or you couldn't see well enough in the dark. Maybe you should have turned left after all. What should you do now? Go back to look for the missed turn or keep going the way you're headed? Do you want to turn around or do you want to keep going?
I want to get rid of Jan. Drive my own fucking thing. Gets us lost. Falls asleep in the previous one.
It's just, yeah, he's He's in it for the experience, you know.
I'm losing the race, and it's not even my fault yet. I'm not turning around, so I'm gonna keep going.
Keep going.
Find the mountains.
Keep going.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, why not?
There's no elephants in the mountain. What's the worst that could happen?
Right. Let's see. We've gone this far, you tell Jan.
Yes.
So let's keep going the way we're headed.
Yes.
5 minutes later, you regret your words.
Damn it.
The mountains loom closer and closer and look even stranger.
Why?
You must be lost. Wait a minute, Jan shouts. Those aren't mountains. They're clouds. The moonlight just makes them look like mountains.
Oh my god, this guy's thick.
The sun is rising over the plains, shows that Jan is right. You aren't lost after all. You press down on the accelerator as the sun lights up the landscape.
Whew.
At about mid-morning, the flags of your next checkpoint appear. You stop to check in and gas up before you restart. You've made good time and are doing better than you thought. There's not even any need to fix the lights if everything goes well. You'll finish before nightfall. By pushing through the night, you've more than made up the time you've lost at the start. The Audi performs perfectly on the last leg. Your driving is superb, and you pull in to finish in cheering of the crowd. Congratulations!
First place.
First place.
Let's
I
go!
think that's what finish and I think the checkered flag means you've finished first.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Hell
You-
yeah.
You finished one of the two.
One down.
So
Okay, can I kick Jan out of my car for this one?
I think you actually get a different navigator for
Thank
this one.
God.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
He literally killed me, and then he thought we got lost, but we weren't lost. And not until I told him, let's just keep going. And look what happened. I kept going, and I got first place.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
So just trust your gut the whole time, and you're fine.
I have a great gut. More now than years ago.
I don't know if you're meaning that literally or physically, or just
I am much
metaphor.
fatter now.
It's fine. Me too. I haven't moved for a month because of my injury, and I'm like, man, a lot
What
of
is
things.
this?
A lot of things feel tighter right now.
It's so heavy.
You bump into things, and you're like, oh, well, I just
Yeah, who moved that?
yeah. So you try to open a door, and you're like, you bump the door before your hand even gets, and you're like, what?
I swear this wasn't here last time.
Yeah.
Different door.
Was the door sticking out or something? Couldn't be me. Now we start the next race. Let me go.
Go find it.
Yeah,
Bring me to the promised land.
yeah, look at that. It says, be careful.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Fatigue.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Snakes. Bad road snakes.
You're in a car.
Yeah, it says bad road snakes.
What?
Well, bad roads and snakes, but I think bad road snakes are so much better.
Watch out for animals, bad roads, snakes, and fatigue.
So clearly, snakes are not animals.
No, they do not fall under the animal category.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're just
Neither are they bad roads or fatigues.
yeah.
They're a league on their own.
Watch out is just it's not watch out.
Watch out.
It's watch out. Just really want to make it known. It's one word.
One word.
Watch out.
Yeah. Oh God. Jan wrote that.
Yeah, this is a yawn moment.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not gonna make fun of the author at this point.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, it's cool. While you are waiting in line at the race committee table to go through the paperwork for the rough road race, you'll notice a sign over the officials' heads. Be careful. Watch out for animals, bad road snakes, and fatigue. This race will test your skill, stamina, and nerves. Although it isn't anywhere near as fast as a speed race, it's still full of hazards. Michael Ruplu motions you over to the table. It's time to choose now. What will it be? You can drive the British Land Rover or the Japanese Nissan pickup. The other vehicles are already spoken for. Oh well. But yeah, do you choose the Land Rover or do you choose the Nissan?
I'm gonna go for the Japanese make,
Go with the Japanese. The Nissan.
the Nissan.
It's a pickup. Just so you know.
Yeah,
It's not a sedan.
I don't know what that is.
It's a pickup truck.
I don't know shit about cars, dude.
The thing with a big back thing.
The big bag thing. Oh, that's why watch out for snakes.
Yeah.
Snakes in a pickup.
Yeah, the bad road snakes. They're not good road snakes. Those are all in the other race.
No, they're in the other
The
one.
bad
They're in
road
the other
snakes
one.
are the.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all here.
They're all in this one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, more passengers.
You choose the Nissan. It's a beauty. Red paint with gray trim. Race prepared, it has heavy grills over the headlights. Extra wheels, jerry cans of gas, a pickaxe, shovels, a regular X strapped in the bed.
The fuck? Is this a race or a excavation?
Like I have a pickaxe and a regular X.
Okay, well, I dump all of those.
The whole vehicle smells of polish and motor oil. While you are looking over the Nissan, a tall African man seemingly appears out of nowhere. Hello, you're holding a stick with my name on it. Yes. Yes? I have a stick with the name Amos on it. Are you Amos? Amos Tutuola Misindai. I was named for the Nigerian novelist. He sticks out his hand. Very glad to meet you. Shall we continue with our inspection? Finally, your start time arrives and you're off. The Nissan runs down marvelously. Once you're free of the hubbub of the start, your first choice becomes clear. The route through the hill country is well defined but extremely rough. It is much shorter than the route through the valley, though. Normally you'd pick the easier valley route, except it's poorly marked and has many river crossings that could be difficult. So do you choose the rough ride through the hill country, or do you choose the longer valley route? Hills and valley.
Wait, is
again.
Amos going with me?
Yeah, Amos is
Oh,
gonna
he
be
sounds
on.
so much more useful already.
Yeah,
He's a
named
local.
Yeah, and he's named after a novelist.
Could he be Mr. Echo, though?
From Lost?
Yeah.
I don't know, you might get lost. I
With
don't
his
think
stick. Yeah, I probably will. I don't like river crossings because water. So I'm going to go whatever route that was. That was
The
a
rough
river.
ride through the hill country?
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
That only got me killed last time. But
But see, this time there's bad road snakes.
hey, exactly. History can't repeat itself, right?
Should make a t-shirt for that. Just bad road snakes. Watch out!
Watch out. Watch out. Bad road snakes.
Head for the hills! Take the chance. Sometimes that's what makes the difference whether you win or lose. The Nissan is easy to handle, and you and Amos are pleased at your overall progress. The sun is hot, but you two have been so involved in the race that you hardly notice it. My friend, there is a time checkpoint ahead. The rules call for a mandatory 1 hour stop. We can use it. A few minutes later, you come up with a group
It's
of
mandatory,
huts.
but you can use it.
Yeah, I guess it's
That's contradictory.
yeah, I don't know. He's maybe Amos is just
Yeah, he's like,
Jan
fuck
with
it,
a
let's just
mask.
go.
It's like, surprise! I'm Jan all along.
God damn it, Jan.
We know a Jan, and actually the guy who made, okay, this is Jan with a J, not Jan with a Y, because Jan with a Y makes our music and he's great. Jan with the J, we actually used to know a German named Jan, right? From
Did we?
good old Sockeye days.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the guy's a hiker.
Yeah, he got lost too.
Yeah. Great.
Claimed to be
It's in the name.
claimed to be a hiker and then got lost too. Yeah.
It's in
It's a
the
Jan
name.
thing,
It's a
yeah.
Jan thing. Just Jan things.
A few minutes later, you come to a group of huts used by the Maasai each spring. Several jeeps and rovers are parked under the shade trees. You check in and chat with the race officials. They're non-committal about your overall progress in the race. Well, I guess they have to be that way, right, Amos? He nods agreement and heads off to get water. You walk over to a green and blue Land Rover parked in the sun away from the other vehicles. Two men are sitting and listening in to a news broadcast. Welcome, friend. Come aboard. How about a beer? The smiling speaker is large, ruddy-faced, and in his 50s. He smells of beer. His companion is a wiry, dark-skinned man who does not smile. You refuse the beer, but accept their offer to listen in to the news. Several minutes pass. The ruddy-faced man, whose name is Ian, begins to speak in a low tone, apparently to no one in particular. They say someone whose kneecaps are broken never walks, or drives again. Ian turns to you. Got a deal you can't refuse, friend. Easy, no trouble. Nice money. Right up your alley. You listen, wondering about what's next. It's like this. My friend Uzi here and I, we have a bit of an investment in this race. Our car is a sure winner. I mean a sure winner. Get my drift? You feel very uneasy. You don't like this burly man named Ian or his silent friend. Right up front, friend, that's old Ian for you. Would like to donate 5,000 pounds. That's 10,000 US money. As a consolation to you guys for not winning this race. Simple, easy, no problems. Deal? What now? You're being offered a bribe to throw the race. The race officials weren't encouraging about your progress in the race. You might just lose anyway. And if you turn Ian down, it sounds like he'll stop you some other way. So do you accept the bribe or do you refuse the bribe?
Hell no. Amos and I are gonna win. Easy. Fuck these guys up, dude.
Screw this Ian guy, right?
Hell yeah.
So refuse the bribe. Sorry, can't help you, you say. Ian's smile freezes and then disappears. He begins speaking in a voice that is almost mechanical. Not maniacal, mechanical. Listen, listen, and listen well. You do what we want, or... Just at that moment, a race official approaches you. He has a serious look on his face. Should you tell the official about the bribe attempt? Will you get in trouble? Will your position in the race be jeopardized? Will you tell the official, or will you remain quiet?
Remain quiet.
Remain quiet. Final answer?
Well, can I like book it?
No, you only have two choices.
I don't want to stop anyway. I want to keep racing. What are these breaks?
No, maybe you'll like...
This is not a race.
It's a race forever. So like, actually, what's happening is every other contestant is just eternally racing.
Oh, it's just a loop.
But you can end.
Holy shit. This is some like... Oh, that got deep. Okay. No, I'm keeping quiet. I'm not gonna tell.
You're not gonna tell on
I'm
him?
not a tattle.
This guy's a briber.
I'm not a tattle.
Alright, you're not gonna tattle on him? Alright.
I got principles.
Your principles are to protect the briber.
No, when?
Alright. The official looks at the three of you carefully and then speaks in a British accent. Everything all right here? He pauses, waiting for your response. For a moment, you almost decide to report them, but a quick look at Ian's menacing face makes you change your mind. Everything's fine. Just talking about the weather broadcast, you say. The race official doesn't believe you. These men are notorious gamblers. They've been followed for several years by Interpol and the International Police Network. The officials radios the headquarters that you are to be barred from the race. There's nothing you can do. Your race is over.
What? Just an honest man.
Man.
Trying to make an honest living.
You decided to stay quiet.
Yeah. I just want to race, man. I don't want to be a part of this bribery.
Well,
I lost.
yeah, unfortunately, you
What?
lost.
No. I was supposed to win. You were the chosen one. Wait, so he linked me as part of their gambling operation?
Yeah, he's like, well, you kept quiet. You're not. I guess you're not telling on them. So
What? That is not how that works.
yeah.
This race sucks. Never going to Nairobi. Got
Hey,
elephants there. Bad snakes.
Bad road snakes.
Bad road snakes.
They don't. There are actually no snakes in the wild. They're only snakes. The only bad snakes are on the road.
They're all on their own.
Yeah,
I don't agree with their...
There's no grass snakes or tree snakes. They're just a road snakes.
Just road snakes.
specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go straight to the cars.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about all the other snakes.
Yeah.
Just those things specifically.
I also don't agree with the way they think of races.
Yeah, apparently even in a speed race you're allowed to stop.
Yeah, you take breaks.
Mandatory breaks.
Maybe I know nothing about racing though.
Yeah, maybe I don't
This
know.
could be a normal thing.
Yeah, maybe it's a Kenyan thing.
Apparently.
We could ask Willie.
Race cars, fucking giraffes, and elephants.
Yeah, in the next represented episode, Willie will tell us all about. Just flip this way as he's interviewing. I'll have you as a guest for his show, and then we'll just flip it on and be like, "No, Willie, it's my turn to interview you. What is up with races in Kenya? I read this
Pray tell.
book.
Yeah. Completely factual.
Seems pretty historical here. I just want to know."
It's very accurate. They know about the yawns. So if it was like any other difficulty, I would have won.
No, because you still didn't finish this race.
Ah, shit.
But you were so close.
Really? Where did I fuck up? I should have told him.
Yeah,
And then I would have made me win.
you would have won.
Oh, I don't want to know that.
I meant no, you totally didn't. That's not it.
Of course. It had to go down to a moral conundrum.
Yeah, I could read that ending for you if you want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. I'm a loser. Only
Yeah.
winners get to hear that.
So unfortunately today, you did not. Our hero did
Damn
not
it.
make it into the halls of the Geek Happy
But
Valhalla.
I'm the only one who wanted to race forever.
I guess you didn't even get to race. Your first ending made you race
No.
forever because you joined the spirits of
Yeah, I guess so.
stampeding people.
Yeah, choosing to race forever gets you killed.
You should have just told him, man.
The irony of it all.
It was right there. It's like the
Yeah, but I
official.
was just like, I just wanted to like, I wasn't gonna, I don't know. If I was in that situation, I wouldn't have been like, oh, we're just talking about the weather. I'd been like, nope, I'm out of here.
Well, I mean, you
You
could
got a
have
race to catch.
you could have told the official so he could talk to him, and then you could just walk away.
Here's the reason why, if I chose that way, I know I would have lost. Because it's not like if I told them, they would be like, oh, yeah, I believe you. Go keep racing. They would have been like, oh, really? Now you got to stay here and fill out this police report and all this shit.
right.
Which I'm then race over.
They might have been like, "Good job." Then we'll just give you like a extra time thing. I don't know how races work.
Yeah, or the police.
Again, if anyone's listening to this from Kenya, we need to know about how this race works.
Please.
I hope.
I will
don't
not
know.
sleep at night because of this.
It's the first African road race cat rally.
Oh, was the first one? Well, that explains it. You
Yeah.
always make mistakes in the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there you go.
But I mean, you got close. So you made one mistake, one big mistake, but it's fine.
Not close enough to the Valhalla.
Whatever.
I didn't even die quick enough.
No, you
Now I'm
didn't-
just
you didn't even
first
die.
place loser.
You got first place in one race, and then you just got arrested in the second.
Innocently arrested.
So, well then.
Well then, shit.
Yeah. But well, thanks for listening, everybody, for another episode of Adventure in Choosing. Unfortunately, we weren't able to add another hero into the Geek Happy Hall. So Ken, wherever you are, enjoy the throne on your own. You're still alone there.
He's got to do it in hard
How
mode,
does
though.
it feel to be a lonely winner?
Medium is first place loser.
It's like being second place and you get to watch the guy who beat you
Yeah.
get something better.
Yeah.
Then he should have done easy mode, and at least there he's third place. Then he won something to get something.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
See, the way I see it, I was one step away from winning hard mode.
Yep.
Which I think's harder to do than winning medium mode. So really, I'm in my own Valhalla.
Sure, we'll put you into the Geek Happy Halls of prison, Valhalla, where we keep all the
I am a
people
criminal.
who are wrongfully arrested.
Damn it. And I didn't die. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
criminal
you
now.
got like the worst ending. It's just you didn't even get like a cool ending. It's just like, yeah, the officials arrested Ian. You just
Yeah, I just happened to be there. Have an idea for our next adventure? Send us a message through Facebook at Geek Happy Network, or Instagram at Adventure in Choosing, or email us at adventureinchoosing@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from our fellow adventurers. While you're there, remember to subscribe or follow us too.
Thanks for listening. For more Geek Happy Network shows like Represented or The Monster Slayer's Guide to Slaying Monsters, or partner shows like Book and Bitch, come give us a listen at geekhappynetwork.com, or look for us on our favorite podcast app. Oh, and be sure to follow us on Facebook or Instagram at geekhappynetwork.com. This show was created by Mike Nevada, hosted by Mick Narciso, editing by Mick Narciso, logo by Eugene Yu, music by Yan Claremont.